She thought she didn't have time until she changed this. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Dolke, an online fitness trainer, and today we are talking about an incredible transformation from one of my clients on her weight loss journey. So my client today, she is a working woman, she is a mother, she is a wife, and she has several pets that she looks after on top of that. Her days are packed, honestly, before the day even gets started. She wakes up early, she makes everyone's breakfast, she walks the dog, she has the animals, and then she has to get her son ready, take him to daycare, come back, and then her normal work day begins. Between the early mornings, the deadlines, and her day-to-day life, she was really struggling to find a way to help her lose weight that was sustainable and enjoyable. Something changed though the minute that she sat and spoke to me, and that was me giving her an easy to follow plan that she could implement into her lifestyle to help her get results, and she did. Like literally, I would say most women that I work with, so many of them just feel stuck. They seem to really keep getting in this cycle and this continuous loop of they'll start and then life happens, things get in the way, and we end up falling off track, and then we're just like, oh, I'll have to start again Monday, or I'll start again next week. This particular client of mine that we're going to talk about today felt the exact same way. When she first came to me, she had had her son and she went back on birth control, and she ended up gaining most of that weight back again, and she just didn't feel happy or confident in her body. So when she came to me, she said that she wants to lose this weight and predominantly focus on getting her core strong and getting the definition back. Spoiler alert, we did that. I think for her, the main things that she was struggling with was genuinely finding the time to fit this all in, and she didn't know how to, but she also was confused with what she should be doing and what she should be eating. The main thing that I told my client to focus on was that it actually wasn't about doing more or being restrictive. It was about fitting things into your personal schedule and having a flexible nutrition plan. And guys, I'm so happy to say that she did get the results, and this was simply in just 12 weeks. When we started working together, what I said to her was, we need to figure out what your work schedule is, fitting in easy home workouts, and a nutrition plan that can be balanced across everyone in the family. We're gonna just strip it right back. We're not going to the gym, we're not doing hours of cardio, and you're not gonna have a different eating plan from your family. That is where problems lie, is when you try to separate too much and have restrictions, because let's face it, if someone else is eating something that looks delicious, you're gonna get jealous. So when my beautiful client Charlotte started with me, obviously I have a set 3M method that I follow, and I wanted to implement this with her and her day-to-day life. So we focused on the 3Ms, which are meals, movement, and mindset. So for the movement part of it, very simple. I've spoken about this in my webinar, which you can get access to below this video. That is getting nice, short, intense workouts into your day-to-day that she could fit in absolutely anywhere. For my client Charlotte, she mostly got her workouts in during her lunch break because she worked from home. She had a nice solid hour, so she would do a quick workout anywhere between 50 and 30 minutes. The movements consisted of a balance between cardio and toning, and as I said, they just was able to fit into her schedule and her lifestyle, and we worked on finding a schedule that had a good balance between her work and still having rest. With the meals, they needed to be balanced and enjoyable. She had a lot of social things going on. I wanted her to be able to go to the festivals that she had planned, go on her work trips, still go out with her family, and go on date nights, and she absolutely was able to do this. In fact, I actually do believe Charlotte was quite shocked at the amount of food that she got to eat and the amount of flexibility that she had, because she was still getting amazing results while still eating amazing food. It was simply about finding balance and that flexible element to still be able to enjoy life. And when you enjoy things, it becomes sustainable because you don't feel super restricted. And the third part was the mindset part of it. I really wanted to make sure with Charlotte that we got rid of this all or nothing mindset. It didn't have to be this restrictive way of eating. There could be this flexible element. With the workouts, you didn't have to do hours of cardio to see results. You just needed short, intense workouts that were fitted to her body and her goal, which is what we found. And also focusing on that progression every single week. I really do like my clients to track in and check in with me on a weekly basis with their stats, which for most clients that can be their weight, it could be their stats as in measurements, or it could also be photos. And I think when they're able to see that progress every other week, it really motivates them to continue on. This is why I'm a massive believer of making sure you take photos. So within literally just a few weeks, Charlotte was so happy with her results. results because we saw them instantly with her. I think she really took to this program so easily and so well, and all of the food really reacted well with her body, and the workouts were just perfect for her body type and her goal. In literally just 12 weeks, we lost 8 pounds, and I was super happy with the results. Again, as you can see here on the screen, we can see her definition coming into her abs. She completely flattened her stomach, and honestly, she was super happy with the results by the end of the program. She was really relieved to see that the weight come off. She was really happy with her core, and her husband even said to her she was looking so toned and she felt so much more confident in herself. And not only with the physical aspect, I think the mindset side of this really did change for her. She realized that workouts didn't need to be intense. She could absolutely have a flexible eating plan. As I said, the fact that she could still go away and go and enjoy a holiday, she could go to a festival, go out for date nights, birthdays. She was really happy to see that she didn't have to sacrifice too much. And the way that she eats now, she absolutely loves it, and she's still literally seeing continued results even after. Her story really does remind me of so many of the amazing women that I work with, and I'm sure so many of you can relate to it even watching this, that there is so much that is possible when we just don't put things off and wait for the perfect moment to start, because really in reality there isn't. I know I hear so many people say, "I'll just wait for the new year." You don't need to wait for the new year. You need the moment to be now. You need to seize it and take it and put that time in for yourself, because you are absolutely worth investing in. You do not need hours in the gym. You don't need hours of cardio. You don't need some crazy restrictive diet plan to follow, because also that is boring. And you don't need to have endless motivation. There are days where we're not going to have motivation, and there are days where life gets in the way and we can't do it. That's why things have to be flexible and go with the flow and life. And this is exactly what I teach in my coaching program. And it's been like this with so many of my clients. Even on the screen here, I'm going to show you additional clients that have done this program with me, and they love having this flexibility, going with the flow and realizing that yes, they do have a structure that they follow, but when life happens, it's okay to take a step back, take that time that it's necessary, and then jump back straight into the routine that you have created for yourself. So if you are a busy woman that honestly feels like you do not have any time for yourself, I see you and I seriously understand you. As a single mom of 2 and a working mom, I know it can be really hard to find that time, but it is possible. You only need 15 to 30 minutes to work out 4 times a week, and your meals can be super easy and quick to make too. That is fun and flexible for the entire family and yourself. You don't need another boring plan to follow. You need someone to be there by your side, motivating you, supporting you, and giving you a flexible plan to follow that is going to be sustainable. My 3M method honestly was built for women just like you watching this, who's going to be there to support you and motivate you and get you the results that you deserve. If you would like to learn more about doing one-on-one coaching with me and get results just like Charlotte and my amazing women in my coaching program, you can sign up just below this video, or we do have a free webinar that you can watch as well. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that this has motivated and inspired you to go out there and focus on your dreams and your weight loss goals, because anything and everything is possible if we put our mind and believe in ourselves. If you have any questions that you'd like to ask, please do ask just below this video. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll be back next week.